Hello everyone, GeneralApple here, and today I want to talk with you guys about why I believe that indie games are the future. Now, it's been almost a month since my previous Let's Talk video, and in case you're new here, basically every month I try to upload one video that has a certain topic that I'm interested in talking about with you guys, and then we have a really nice Discord in the comments about it, and you guys always sharing your insights are so interesting to me, so I really love making those videos. So I'm planning on making it a monthly series where I raise a question or I just speak about a topic that interests me, and really hoping to sharing with you guys and hear your insights and opinions about that, because every time I did that, so many of you guys commented, and it has been an absolute blast. I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm probably gonna make this a monthly series, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this one as well. So today's topic, I chose indie games and why I believe that they are the future. Now, the reason I chose this is, well, actually a few reasons. Basically, how my channel has been performing lately. I have been playing some indie games and some popular games, and unironically, the popular games actually got 0 views. Nobody wanted to watch them, and whenever I played an indie game, you can look at my most recent upload, the Dredge video, has actually gotten quite some traction, which is fantastic. It showed me what you guys want to watch. It gave me a lot of insights about what you guys think and want to see from me. So that is incredible. I can already tell you that my plan for this channel is to actually narrow my scope and focus on indie games. And that actually makes me super happy, because that relates to another point where I just think that most popular games right now are absolute trash. And I think that, well, popular isn't the right word, because indie games are popular right now. It's kind of became the meta. But, you know, the AAA games are failing miserably. And I feel like indie games, they bring so much innovation, because what big companies have lost is basically the ability to innovate. Because whenever a company invests a certain amount of money, in the case of AAA games, literally millions, what happens is they want to play it safe. They build game like, you know, well, I don't want to say Overwatch because it was built before, so you can't count it. But you've seen the recent Sony flop, I believe it was there, the Concords, which was, oh my god, it was horrendous. It was so horrible. Everyone trying to play it safe with the same exact genre, the hero shooter, which isn't bad. I mean, I love hero shooters. Everyone loves hero shooters, so I guess it makes sense. But the problem is, everyone tried to do the same damn thing. And what is most exciting about indie games, that they're trying to do something different, right? Trying to glow, you know, among the sea of so many big fishes out there. They're trying to be that little fish that comes on top, and I appreciate that greatly. There is a reason why I chose Terraria as the background screen for the indie game right now. We're gonna scroll through some of them, and I'm gonna show you a few more examples later. But yeah, man, what a fantastic games. Like, indie games are truly the future. They're so innovative. They bring something new to the table every single time. And it is so good, and I'm so happy that I finally decided to actually focus about uploading indie games footage, because that is what excites me the most. You don't know what to expect. Most of the AAA games that comes out right now, you already know how they're gonna be. You already know you're gonna have that brand new shiny toy. You're gonna play for like what, like a month or two, and then drop it and go on to the next one. It just feels so bad. It never feels the black hole inside your heart like an indie game does. And the most recent example I can use for it is, again, Dredge. I honestly think that Dredge changed me as a person. I'm not even joking. I mean, it's such a goddamn good game. I swear to God, it is so good. If you haven't played, please do. It's so short, and I wish it had a AAA budget, because the things that they could have done with this game if they had the budget, wow, I don't even want to imagine that. I mean, that's scary. That actually scares me. It could have been the best game possibly that I've possibly ever played. It's just that incredible. It is truly one of the best games I played, and I really wish they had more budget so they could definitely take it to its fullest potential. But I did buy all the DLC and all the stuff, so just so I can support the developers. So at least that is, you know, one part of it. But, you know, I'm contributing, I'm doing my best. And yeah, this game is has truly changed me. And just to see how unique it was. You go on a ship and you just fish and it's so relaxing, and the atmosphere is so much fun because it's a Lovecraftian game, and it did well. It's not like a full Lovecraftian game, it has Lovecraftian elements, but it is so good in the things that it does, which are so unique. You know, the fishing. Whenever you see, when did you see the last fishing game? I can't even remember whenever there was a fishing game reveal and I was excited for it, or even whenever there was a fishing game reveal that wasn't like a VR game. That is insane. Having a fishing game attracts so many people, and you can read the reviews on Steam. There are so many overwhelming positive reviews. It's insane. Everybody likes this game. It just goes to show that fishing isn't boring. People like to see that type of stuff if done correctly, of course, like Dredge has done. And yeah, it's just incredible to see. And I'm so glad that it came with such an innovative mechanics, which were absolutely astounding. We're not gonna go obviously through every single mechanic. If you want, just check the game out, please. It's so good. Support the developers in any way possible. But yeah, it was so innovative, it was so damn good, and I'm super glad they got so much traction. And what now we can actually scroll down a bit, and we can see so many new exciting, well, not new, some of them aren't, but so many good indie games that, you know, you don't see a lot of people playing right now, at least not uploading videos about them, you know, in my YouTube feed at least, but they're so great. I mean, you got Hollow Knight, which I haven't played, but I have watched some of it, and it's so good. I'm planning to actually play it myself. You got Hades, you got Vampire Survivors, which I have a ton of hours on. You got Undertale, which I have played, great. You got so many more. You got It Takes Two, everything you can see here basically is so damn good. It's actually crazy. So many options, so many new things to discover, and so many new mechanics you still haven't seen. Inside is a great game as well, by the way. I plan to actually play Little Nightmares because I already played Inside and I played the first game. But yeah, basically just incredible new games that bring something new to the table, and that's what I'm most excited about with indie games. And unfortunately AAA just lost that. They lost that edge that makes them special. They lost the thing that makes them enjoyable. There's no innovation anymore. You can really take Blizzard as an example. Blizzard used to have such an innovative team, but now it was all placed with, you know, just marketing teams and tools that basically just want to pry on your wallet, which, you know, to be fair, it's not exclusive to Blizzard. Literally every AAA company is trying to do the same. Just go for your wallet, go for the safest route to the destination. And sometimes they fail to reach the destination. That's the funniest part. Again, I give the Concords example. It's a garbage game. If you've seen that game, it honestly seemed like a money laundering scam. It's truly horrendous. I cannot believe someone actually invested money into this game. It's insane. It's an insane flop. And yeah, honestly, a well-deserved one. So hopefully, you know, for the future, we're gonna see the rise of indie games. Even though it is the rise of indie games, I want to see them rise even more. Because there are so many good games out there, like Baltro and Slay Spire, which are card-related games, which really interesting because nobody really plays card games. It's kind of a niche, but it just introduced themselves into such a massive audience that usually don't play card games. And that is amazing. That just goes to show, again, if you do something correctly, people outside of the genre will play it. And I would actually like to take this opportunity to show you 3 more games that I think that prove my point. One of them being Cuphead. Now, in case you haven't heard about Cuphead, it's a game that came out a few years back. You can see right here in 2017. It has almost 150,000 positive reviews, which is absolutely crazy. It's overwhelmingly positive. That is massive. Nobody's hated this game almost. Most of the negative reviews are like, you know, funny ones. And yeah, in case you don't know what this game is about, it's basically a platformer, which is, you know, the cartoon version of Dark Souls. It's basically, everybody called it back in the day cartoon Souls-like, which is absolutely true. And the amount of effort and care and love that was poured, the amount of human soul that has poured into this game from the developers, is unimaginable. You don't even realize that until you actually hear how it was made, but basically the game was made entirely from hand drawings, at least as far as I have understood it. I mean, as far as I understand, everything was hand drawn. It's insanely thought, and man, it is so good. You can see how smooth the animations are. You can see how cartoonishly good everything looks. And it's incredible. It's something only the most imaginative people can pull off. You can't really pull this off by having like a corporate telling you to build a cartoon platform game. This is something that comes only from the heart. And yeah, this is why this is one of my all-time favorite games. It is so good, and I do really plan to play on the DLC that you can see right here. I have already completed the base game. I might do a perfect run where I try to do everything perfectly without getting a single hit. And yeah, but for sure I will play the DLC on this channel because this game is my all-time favorite game, one of them. And the other game I want to showcase is a game that I haven't tried but I've heard about a lot. It's Hi-Fi Rush. Now, Hi-Fi Rush, again, overwhelmingly positive, 24K reviews. Again, a game that well, it's not that you didn't see a type of game like this. There was one of my favorite games, is Sunset Overdrive, if you heard of it. It was made by the same studio that makes the Spider-Man game, Insomniac. And this is kind of similar. It's definitely not the same. It's definitely different. But it's similar in many, many ways. But this is a type of game that companies just don't make anymore. They're truly terrified in making a game like this because, first of all, the art is what companies don't think's appealing anymore. I mean, most big companies think the most realistic thing is the most appealing things ever. They don't realize that graphics don't equal art direction. Art direction can overcome almost anything if done correctly. Almost anything. So better graphics are nice. I'm not gonna sit here and say that graphics aren't great, but of course, of course they're great, but they're not everything. Art direction is everything. You can also see it with the Arcane series, which is not a game, it is a series. Well, it's based on a game, on League of Legends, but the show itself is very unique. You don't see this art anywhere, and that really brought it to life and made it so whoever created it could have poured his soul into it. And in that feeling that the developers are trying to give us, the players, they're just real. They're real and they're passing through the screen. We can feel them when we play the game, if it makes sense. I hope what I'm saying is, making sense at the end of the day. But I feel like if the developers are truly investing their heart and soul into the game, you as the consumer will feel that and will purchase it, the game, and of course invest more into it. So I think Hi-Fi Rush is such a great example of it, of a genre you don't really see anymore. The musical gaming genre and the cartoonish style. It is so good, and I definitely cannot wait to try it on my channel as well. And last game right here, Cult of the Lamb. Cult of the Lamb, as you can see, 71 positive reviews, overwhelmingly positive. Of course, this is the most recent game, I believe. No, actually, Hi-Fi Rush is more recent, but this is also a pretty recent game. Only 2 years have passed. Man, I'm old. Oh god, 2 years have passed. But yeah, game is absolutely great as far as I've seen and heard. So many people have been talking about it. It's basically a base building action roguelite game, or roguelite game. Yeah, it's a roguelite game because the progression saves. And crazy good as well. So many positive stuff you can see about this game. So unique. The art direction, again, we're about to see it really soon, is absolutely fantastic. You can see it right here. Incredible, just innovative. Who would have thought? Roguelite game with base building that looks like that. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And so many people are appreciating that, of course. And what, do you think every person like roguelite games? No, probably not. But whenever it's well made, such, like Cult of the Lamb, everyone's gonna play it. Because that's just how a good game is and what a good game does. And yeah, I feel that with that, I've pretty much concluded everything. I spoke about this topic. I really want to talk about this topic a lot. And I'm so glad I get to do this with my, Let's Talk series. So this is the time where I actually pass the ball to you guys. And I want to hear everything about you in the comments. Of course, try to stay respectful, guys, because some of the comments are pretty spicy most of the time when people argue. we're just here for the funs. I just really want to interact with you guys and hear what you guys think about this topic. But yeah, that's all for now. So guys, if you like this type of videos, make sure to like and subscribe for more content, because I am planning on focusing this channel strictly on indie games. I'm super excited for the future. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.